Okay, so I get news. Actually, hold on a sec. Every time. Okay. Yeah, alright. So, by popular demand of whopping 2 comments, I'm gonna do secret bosses first. And that's fine. And then when I researched the remaining secret bosses, I realized I only have 2 left. Whoops. Thought I had more. So we're gonna go to this one first, because it's right here. It's in the sewers. Unfortunately, I already know who they are too, and it probably would have been cooler if I didn't. So I'm sorry. I want to do a little research so I wouldn't just be walking in circles. You know, unlike the other 29 parts. Hey, 30 parts! Hooray! I don't feel like wearing headphones today, so if you hear game audio in the background, which you shouldn't because it's on a very low setting, I apologize, but I don't regret anything. Shut up, I don't feel like wearing headphones. That's all. That's literally the only reason. Okay, what else? Well, I get nothing. I guess that's time to end the part. No. Let me think. I had stuff to talk about, but I don't remember. There was something I wanted to go over, but now I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, alright, sorting out my thoughts. Got it. Alright. First things first, I saw Iron Man 3 last night at the midnight showing because I think I'm important enough. And if you had no spoilers, because I'm not a dick, if you liked Iron Man 1 and you liked Iron Man 2, this movie will make you jizz in your pants in the theater. Several times. It was really good. I really, really liked it. The best way I can put it without spoiling anything is it combined the story elements and like character stuff from Iron Man 1 and the action scenes and the suit stuff from Iron Man 2, because arguably that was each movie's strong point, was, you know, character for the first one and action for the second one. It combines those two perfectly, and it really, really works. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I plan to go see it again when Carlos gets back home from school, which should be in a couple weeks, or 2 weeks, something like that. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, continue to look forward to it. It met every expectation I had, and more. Robert Downey Jr. still knocks Tony Stark completely out of the park. He is Tony Stark. Alright, not that door. Right. So which door am I going to? Wait, what am I doing here? Okay, here we go. What else? Well, here's the next boss. And who is it? Oh wow, that's so cool, it's Blackwargreymon. I really wish I didn't spoil that for myself. Okay, wait, let me pretend I didn't spoil it for myself ahead of time. This is what it would have sounded like. Oh cool, Blackwargreymon. I mean, that's weird because you can play as him, but, you know, not entirely unwelcome. Okay, let's just make this interesting. Because that's what I'm all about, is making things interesting and not, you know, that would be like cutting out walking times and stuff like that. I don't do that. See, Digimon. Nope, let's do this. Bam. Shit's about to get real. What else? Play heal, because I'm not uber powered anymore. Well, still kind of, but not. Whatever. Oh, I thought of another thing I could talk about. I didn't make a list this week because I forgot. Still playing I'm Blackwargreymon. Welcome, Courageous Tamer. Fight with me. Well, at least he's civil about it. Sure, I'll fight you. You seem to have guts. Let's just have this conversation, saying the exact same thing 6 times. Very well, let's begin. Yes, let's. Okay, let's. Alright, let's do it. Yeah. It just seems right. Alright. And now I'm just going to press the attack button 6 times, maybe. A couple less, a couple more. Until I win. So, I've been playing more Persona 4. Got over the hump I was at, where it was just like, I don't want to play this anymore. Wah. It wasn't that. Like, it's more of when there are certain games where it's like, if I'm at a point where it's like my character's not underleveled or overleveled, it's exactly the right amount, where it's like every enemy is somewhat of a challenge, but I'm going to win. Like, they're not going to beat me. But it's just like, it still takes a little bit of thinking and stuff. I don't know. Am I doing 666 damage? That's kind of weird. Or is it 606? Look again. Oh, I'm going to counter now, so I'll never know. Awesome. I mean, I could review the tapes, but I mean, I'm not going to. Damn. Damn, I'm good. Blackwargreymon also gives you something very spectacular that has made me understand why I was so confused for so long. Alright. What do you got for me? I guess you're not all talk. Well, he's kind of a lot of talk. Alright. Take this with you. The Platinum ID. Okay. I'm gonna go show you what the Platinum ID does, because he doesn't explain it. No one ever explained it to me. You'll see in a second. But anyway. So, I was at that point in Persona 4 where it's just like, you know, everything's kind of a challenge, but it's like, I know I'm going to win. And that's kind of boring for me. Like, it's more of like, if I'm over-leveled, then it's like, alright, I can get past these weaklings and get on to the main boss, and then that'll be a big fight, and then I'll be able to overcome it. Kind of like this, but not really, because even the bosses aren't really tough for me anymore. And then there's the other side where it's like, everything is, you know, beating me. Okay, well, that means I guess I better go back and train, come back until I can kind of fight them. Right. That still gives you a reason to play. I should change back. And then there's being right smack in the middle, where it's like, oh man, I still have so many more normal enemies to fight. I don't know if I really want to do that. Or it's like, yeah, I mean, and then what's the boss going to be? That's going to be pretty tough too, isn't it? So it's like when you hit that middle point, it kind of slows me down a little bit. See, there's a level I just got to in Persona 4, because it's not that level. That, and I didn't really like the level design. I like this one, though. But I'm still at a point where it's like, everything's kind of a challenge. I don't know. Do I? And it just keeps putting me off. That and work. I swear to God. I get home from work at like 6, sometimes later, 6:30, 7, at night. And, you know, like a normal job. Which is weird. And brain can't do more than one thing at once. So I get home and I'm like, alright, well, I gotta go to sleep at like 10 or 11 so I can get up, so I can have like, because I want to sleep a lot before my manual labor job, because if you're tired during that kind of job, you're gonna be fucked. So it's just like I try to get like a really good amount of sleep. These are like 3, 4, maybe 5 hours of free time. It's like you put in the time where I eat, and then I'll start watching a show whenever I eat. And then, you know, I'll probably finish eating and then just keep watching the show. That's like an hour down. Whether it be House or Psych, which I'm catching up on. Season 7 of Psych is amazing. Community too. But anyway, Streets Ahead. What else? But yeah, so it's just like, and then I'm just like, I'm still talking to my friends and stuff, and I'm still tired. Like, I don't want to do anything, and it kills my drive to even want to play games. Don't get me wrong. As soon as Thursday night comes around, because I don't work on Fridays, it's like, oh, you mean I don't have to go to sleep tonight at any point? Fuck it, let's play as many video games as possible. And then Friday, it's just video games all fucking day. Yeah, so that's why. And so just I haven't been going through it as quickly as I could be. But what else? Oh, so this is another discussion. I talked about it. I don't know what video it was. I don't know what series it was. I don't know if I've said it multiple times. I really, really don't like Final Fantasy 13. I even gave it another shot over this last year. Like, I tried to play it again. I'm just like, I don't like it. Before I get into this, this is what this Platinum ID does. Look at his training. And, oh, everything is fucking starred. Like, I fucking see. Hold on. Take a drink, because rant imminent. Good. So I remembered this. I remember that from the end of the game. There's like every training, no matter what trainer I went to, had completely maxed out stars. So I figured it was like some point in the game you have to get to, or something like that. No, it was just you get the Platinum ID from Blackwargreymon. Confused me so much, and I'm so glad I know. On the other hand, if I had known that, I would have saved my goddamn training points. Now I'm just kind of pissed. Anyway, I tried to give Final Fantasy 13 a shot. I really did. And I liked it better the second time I played it, because I was trying to not be so hard on it. Actually, no. The first time I was a lot more open, because I was like, Final Fantasy, yeah, I like every game of these I've played, I liked. The last one I had played was 12, which, I guess I'm in the minority, but I beat that game to the end, and I really liked it. It's not one of my favorite games of all time, but I still own it, and I still try to play it every once in a while. I haven't beaten it again, because that game is massive, but I don't even think I've gotten like halfway through again, because that game is massive. And I mean, even the story in that isn't even that good, but it's expansive. It can get good if you do like research and you go, and there's so many different stories in it. Final Fantasy 13, it's like, the story's so obvious, it's not very deep, and just not really any development at all, and I fucking can't stand the battle system. I really just don't like it, and I think they dumbed it down way too much. But anyway, so I really wanted to like it, but I couldn't. And I mean, I beat it, but I did not like it. So I picked up Final Fantasy 13 too. I'd heard things about this game where it was like they tried to go back to their roots, where it's like, alright, we'll add in towns again, we'll kind of mess with the formula a little bit. Here you go. I also heard some other things like you need to actually buy DLC to finish the story. Whatever, I don't care. I bought it for $20. I'll buy the DLC if I still want to play this game to the end. So I started 13.2, and first off, I have to say, I like the story so far. I do. I feel like there's a lot of things they're like there's a lot of different things they're doing at once. They're going into like side characters a little bit more. They're going into the main characters a little bit more. It seems like a Final Fantasy game, and it seems like a good RPG. Final Fantasy 13 just seemed like a lot of fluff, a lot of stuff that didn't need to be there, and a lot of things that, I mean, you could have easily just not talked about, or just like kind of said once and then be on with it, and it wasn't like beaten into your head. 13.2 seems different at first. I'm optimistic. For those who've played, I played for a good amount, I think, I want to say on Sunday, last week, because again, haven't played during the week. And burp. Oh god, that stinks. Lunch. But I got to the second area, if that makes sense. I don't know what they're called, but it's like you can go to different places, and I just got to go to the first one, like outside of the starting area, and I'm still optimistic. We'll see how it goes, because I want to like it. I really do. Especially because I think there has to be a reason they're making a 13.3. I mean, if this game bombed just as bad as, or I guess 13 didn't bomb, but it just they lost a lot of their hardcore fans, I think, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't consider myself a hardcore fan. We all know how I am at 7. But I don't think it was as big a success as some of the other ones. And it's certainly a lot of them, like, it appealed more to casual gamers, is what I felt like, while at the same time being overly difficult in things it didn't need to be. That's kind of how I feel about it. We're going to the sewers to go fight the elk boss, by the way. I wasn't just randomly running around. Going this way. Damn it. Okay. So, did that. I've started playing that. Again, I'm very optimistic. The leveling system seems a little bit better. Like, it's still the same leveling system as they had in 13, but they changed a couple things around that made it like easier to like grasp, if that makes sense. Like, it seems more accessible, and I understand what I'm doing and what's going on with it a little bit more. let's see. They only have 2 characters so far, and I believe they said, from things I heard about it before I started playing, you can recruit enemies to fight with you as like your third party member later on. I haven't gotten there yet, but I like the idea of that. So we'll see about that. So far I'm optimistic. It does feel a little bit better than 13, but like I was saying though, I felt like it couldn't have been quite the same as 13 if they were going to make a third game to it, because who the fuck would be buying it? Like, why would you put that much effort into something? Like, you could easily just leave a story like unclosed or something like that. So I guess I'm gonna keep playing it, or not. I guess I am gonna keep playing it. I'm interested in it, and we'll see about that. I guess I'll play that alongside Persona 4. Persona 4, I feel like I'm coming close to beating, which I don't like, because I don't usually do this, but I feel like I'm taking it slower now because I know that the end is coming soon, and I don't want it to end yet. That's something I have that happens to me with almost every book I read, but video games doesn't happen quite that often. Actually, that's not true. Final Fantasy X, whenever I replay it, I'll get to the very end, like the last level, and I'll just start doing side quests instead, because that's when the world opens up. It's kind of like this. And I refuse to play the end because I don't want to end the experience. And then I'll just like stop playing eventually, because, you know, I mean, side quests can only hold you for so long. Foreshadowing for this. No, I'm gonna go all the way to the end. But I don't know. It's because I mean, I like the ending to 10 too. 10. T-O-O, not 10-2. We'll get into that later. Actually, I don't know if I talked about that. The HD release of Final Fantasy X is going to come with Final Fantasy X-2, which is fine. I kind of half expected that because it makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, of course people are going to buy 10. And I know a lot of people didn't like 10-2, but for the very few who did, I mean, that's only an added bonus. That's only going to make people want it more. And I mentioned a while ago I was doing a run-through of 10-2, 100% completion one, with my friend PJ, and we stopped. We had trouble getting through. We got through, the first day we did it, we got through like 17.4%, and then the next day we did it, we got an even 34%. And then we did it again, and we only did like 1.6%, because it's like, I don't even want to play this. Can we play Star Wars Battlefront 2 instead? That was me. So, we kind of lost steam. But the fact that 10-2 is coming out in HD means it's going to have trophies, and there's no fucking way I'm playing that game twice. So we're going to hold off and wait until it has trophies, and then we're going to do it then. Holy fuck, Megadramon. Nice of you to join us. I really do like Megadramon. I like him in 2. It's very helpful. In 1, yeah, he's there. But, what's the episode in Digimon Adventure with him and Gigadramon? That's like when they're in the city. It's part of the machinedramon part. I don't know. I like that. I like that because that was one of the first times when I realized, fuck, Digimon gets a lot darker than Pokemon. With the Akari being sick storyline and Tai and getting slapped in the face by his mom. That shit was intense for 12-year-old me, or whatever age I was. But yeah. So that's something. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I think I was talking about Final Fantasy still. But I can only talk about that for so long before I start alienating people. But anyway, so I'm coming up to a year soon. It's in 3 months, give or take. No, wait, hold on. I'm wrong. It's almost 2 months. Yeah, it's like 2.5 months, something like that. Nope, not even, less. I have an idea for what I'm going to do for my year anniversary, and it's not going to be a game or anything, but you know, it's we'll drop it at that. We'll talk about it later when it comes. And I have some ideas kicking around with Carlos for stuff we're going to do over the summer, because we'll have a lot more accessibility if we can do things locally. Like, we do Dead Space 3 Let's Plays because he's in New York and I'm in Massachusetts, and this way we can still record together. But once he's home, did you just counter me, you stupid shit? I'm the one who counters. But once he comes home, we'll have a lot more options ahead of us, so we've got some things planned. One of them, I discussed with him the possibility of doing a Digimon 4 co-op Let's Play. I mean, and he's way more enthusiastic about it than I am. I think it's because he hasn't played Digimon before. I'd be willing to do it with him, but the only thing is we'd have to do a lot of parts at once, because our schedules would still be kind of hard to meet up, but like that's obviously a little easier. But that's all, and I think if I remember, that game's kind of long, so I'm a little weary to do that. We probably will. Oh god, I thought that was gonna be locked. What the fuck do I have to do now? So I think next part I'm gonna start some of the card stuff, and then what's up with you? You must have great armor. That seems like he's leading into something, so I'm gonna talk to him. Okay, great. Alright, that's weird. I think I'm gonna do a card part next part. Then after that, I'll start the legendary weapons and just kind of switch off in between them, so it doesn't seem like too monotonous. Because there's a lot of stuff to do with cards, and the legendary weapons. I've never done them before, but they seem like they'll take a decent bit of time too. So I'll do that for the next couple parts, balancing the two of them, and then we'll go with the main story, and that'll be it. It's coming. Oh god, too much greasy food at lunch. I got from the local pizzeria because they deliver, and I don't know, I'm regretting it. Ugh. I got a fat chicken, which if I haven't explained it before, is it's chicken parmesan with French fries on top and mozzarella sticks on bottom, and in between a bun. And it's basically getting a heart attack. I hadn't had one in a while. I was like, I wonder if this is still disgustingly gross. It's not gross, but like, it tastes good, but you know it's gross. It's just, yeah. Still not great. What the fuck? What are you, and who are you? You're Shadramon. Wait. Yeah, that's Shadramon. What the fuck is he doing here? Oh, you got an old claw. Why do you keep it? They're gonna laugh at you. Bring Saberfang. They'll turn them into a... Whoa, he's part of the legendary weapon thing. Huh? Sneak peek. We'll be going back to him later. Okay, so he has something to do with the old claw. Here's our boss. Yep. It is BlackKingnumemon. I like King Numemon because of his fucking mustache, but I don't really need a black one, do we? Don't think I'm like, oh, they're me, Black King, I'm far superior, other Numemon. Yep, I can see the crown and the mustache. Yes, he does. Don't tell me he doesn't look superior, because he fucking does. Don't be that guy. If you're facing a bad guy, at least admit, you know, you do look pretty bad. Although he is a lot smaller than I thought he would be. What was I talking about? Oh, so we've discussed Digimon World 4, and we're gonna figure out the logistics. And he's got a goatee? Oh man, that's cool. He would like to do it, and I am weary but open, so I think we could potentially do that. Be a matter of figuring out PS2 and GameCube, how we would record it, where we would record it, stuff like that. Easy stuff to figure out, but I might take me a little bit. So I'm leaning towards that instead of Data Squad. Again, it wouldn't start until after this one, but just there you go. There's a little tidbit, sneak peek, heads up for you. So that's something. I'm frozen, really, and I can't run away. Wait, so status effects can stack? That seems like bullshit. That'd be like if you got burned and poisoned in Pokemon. Fuck that shit. Come on, just counter or something. Still? See, it's coming up twice, which means even though I'm speedy and can have 2 moves, I still can't do shit because I'm frozen somehow. Alright, there we go. Just fuck them up. I'm tired of this. Alright. I had something else to talk about. Oh, but another thing I'm thinking about is getting a new capture card, because I'll have more money soon. I have to finish saving up for my trip to Texas for RTX, which I started talking about back in January. Holy fuck, that was 4 months ago. But once I'm done saving up for that, I'll might invest in a new capture card where I would keep the new one and I'd give the old one to Carlos. Wait, what does that do? Bit adapter. Did the other ones give me special items? I don't remember them doing that. I think they gave me equipment, maybe? What do you do, bit adapter? You'd be on the second page. Or I would assume. Rank 4. Oh, I guess I skipped rank 3. I don't know where it is. You're not here. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? It must be an accessory. Okay, you'd be on the second page. Of course not. Here we are. Gain more bit in battle. I could have guessed that. No. I mean, I guess that's good bit. No. I don't need bit. Fuck it. Do you have to pay for legendary weapons? I might. Because that would suck. Because I don't have that much money. Alright, so I'm going to go back to a save. And I guess instead of ending early, you guys can journey with me back to my save. Because I'm bored and I don't want to... anyway, I don't want to start card battles yet. So I guess I'll stop recording soon. But, cough. Stomach. Blech. What else? What else? Talked about Iron Man. Talked about Final Fantasy. Oh, so there's some cool sales going on in the PS3 store this week. It's supposed to promote PlayStation All Stars. So PlayStation All Stars itself is on sale, and then most of the games that are featured in it are on sale. So the Ratchet & Clank collection is on sale this week. I think it's $20. Devil May Cry collection's on sale. What else? Metal Gear Solid, Twisted Metal. Forgetting some. It's a bunch of cool sales, so I recommend, if you've been thinking about getting any of those, like any of the old games that now have HD releases, you should definitely look into that. I bought the Devil May Cry HD collection for like $14 because I have PlayStation Plus, and I started playing 1, and I gotta say, it's not a really good HD remake. It still just looks like an early PlayStation 2 game, but I mean, on a PS3, it doesn't, like the Ratchet & Clank collection and the Jak and Daxter collection look like, you know, an HD game. This one, it kind of fit, but that happens when you try and make like human looking people, and I guess with the graphics style, so I guess you can't expect that much, but it doesn't really look that great. So I tried 1. The first vibe I got was like, oh, okay, so this is Resident Evil, but action. And that's exactly, and I told that to one of my friends, or my old manager at GameStop. I talked to him the other day, and I said that to him. And he was like, yeah, that's what it is. And I was like, oh, alright. Because he apparently plays them a lot. So I asked him, I was like, alright, I didn't really like 1 from the little bit I played. I mean, should I keep going? He's like, just go to 3, and if you still don't like it, then there you go. But if you do, then try and go back to 1. Ugh. So I guess I'll try that. I guess I'll update that later. And if I say I'm going to update things like in the part before and then don't update them, please feel free to comment and ask. It just means I forgot. Or there was no update, but either way. Oh, and this is happening again. Some people keep commenting on my Digimon World 1 Let's Play with like stuff. Oh shit, that's machinedramon. What the fuck? Actually, he looks kind of weird in this. Yeah, his head's too big. Or, I don't know. There's something wrong with this, and I don't know what it is. He's definitely huge, but Omnimon's also big, so it kind of takes away from it. Let me see what this looks like. Let's see what his size is actually supposed to be, because he looks kind of small, but that's just because Omnimon's also pretty big. So someone's been commenting on the Digimon World 1 videos, and it's like, oh, and they're answering questions, but it's like, I know I didn't know what I was talking about in, like, say, part 3, but then probably in part 4 or 5, I figured it out and answered it. So when people comment on it, just fucking watch the videos, then go back and comment. I hate when people just comment right after seeing something. I mean, granted, if it was while I was updating, if it was like, alright, well, I just came out with, you know, like, say this is part 30. Say I said something in this part that I wasn't sure of. And, that's funny. Say I said something that I was like, or I was unsure, I'm not sure how that works, and then someone commented on it, and then before the next part comes out, that's different. But those have been out for months, like, you know, coming up on 9 months for Digimon Part 1, and it's like, come on, just watch the videos first. That bugs me, and I know that's never going to stop. There's nothing that is going to change that. And I tried to be nice. I tried to be like this one person commented like 3 times, so I tried to answer each one, and I was like, oh, I think I mentioned this in a later part. It's still doing it. I'm like, ugh, I'm trying to be nice. It's aggravating. Yeah, but that's the stuff I deal with, and I swear to God, if any of you go and comment on older parts, I'll stop loving you. It's true, I have that ability. Yeah, so Carlos comes back soon. I actually have another Dead Space 3 part. We recorded 2 the last time we recorded, and probably going to record more. So Magic Pendule is on hold for a while, just because things with Dead Space 3 are actually going smoothly, against all odds. But if you like Carlos' commentary from the Payday stuff, and if you like him in Dead Space 3, you should really look forward to the 2 of us working in Digimon World 4. Especially because we're both pretty knowledgeable about Digimon. He doesn't really get a chance to show it because we don't really talk about Digimon that much. But he's watched everything, I think. No, he hasn't watched... He watched a little bit of Season 4, I think. And I don't think he's seen 5, 6, or 7. In my opinion, 5 is one that he really needs to look. 6 and 7... 7, don't even bother. But 6, I mean, if you can watch it, it was decent. It broke a lot of rules with... Megas, Champions, Ultimates, whatever, and that kind of bugs me. But other than that, it's not that bad. I still want to go back and watch Frontier and see if it's. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I want to see if it holds up. I still haven't rewatched Season 3 either. The only ones as an adult that I've gone back and rewatched were Seasons 1 and 2, and 5 actually. So I should get on that, but we're almost done here. I felt kind of bad because I've been doing like 20-minute parts lately, or close to it, and I want to show that it's not by choice. It's just stuff stops happening, and I don't want to make them too long, because then it takes longer to upload and get out to you, and because I kind of want to stop playing. Cough. Oh, so I was talking about getting a new capture device. I think I want to get the Roxia one. I have the Hop-Hog one right now. So I would get the Roxia one, which I've heard really good things about. And their recording software too, which would really simplify things for me. And possibly get rid of that weird glitch where just that like weird thing that appears on my screen during videos. I know it's there. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried different things. It's still there. So, you know, I'll look into that. I'll update that one, I guess, when I'm done. And I guess stay tuned. Oh, Sly part probably coming out either today or tomorrow. So do not fret. It is coming soon. And more Dead Space parts. And I guess that covers all my bases. For these parts, though, be prepared for them to come out later on Fridays. I'll still try and make them on Friday, but they probably won't be as early anymore. And Dead Space should continue to be Sunday/Monday, whatever. Whenever I can upload them. Sly, on the other hand, probably looking close to the weekend from now on. Just because it's very difficult for me to record. I almost recorded this week too, but it's just like I can't just do it. I wouldn't have any energy. I wouldn't be happy. I'd just be like, oh, I have work tomorrow. Blah. So I will continue to do them just whenever I can find time instead, though. So, alright. Thank you for watching. Next part, I will get a start on the card battles, and we'll start off with Edamon's mic. And oh fuck, you know what? There was something I wanted to show. Shit, I gotta remember this. All right, so right at 35 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna throw up a screen cap I took. If you search Digimon World 3 secret bosses on YouTube, I think like the 5th or 6th result down is my original video, Digimon World 3 Part 30. And that's pretty damn cool. Would also explain why I've been getting a little bit more views on that one for some reason. So that's another cool thing that I discovered on the interwebs, much like the Minecraft thing. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.